Ladies and gentlemen, and Arsenal fans. It's that time again to unplug and get numb with the usual host, Neptune. To my right, we got Bukes. To the right of him, big man Febs.
Aye.
And the bottle job minis
Off.
in the corner. And the Champions League finalist, New Slave.
Hey, how we feeling?
Who's the Champions League finalists, bro?
Oh yeah,
You?
you support two clubs.
No, I support one club. We got knocked out of the Europa League.
Aww.
Shame, man.
Who got the camera?
Sorry?
Who knocked this out?
Tell
Tell us.
I'm trying to think. The club that lost the FA Cup final.
Oh, the other team that you support.
Second club. But yeah, boys, it's been a while. How's everyone doing?
Yo, we actually I'm
Nah,
alright.
go for it. Dive deep.
Nah, man, no, this is something
It's a safe
that
space.
we actually touched on a bit earlier. Like, oh yeah, nah, you were late actually.
Impossible.
Nah,
were?
100% late. Look here, we were saying like how's everyone? Nah, we were right, and then Minnie said like, he is alright, but he's actually not alright. Then we touched on like, is anyone ever truly happy at any given moment?
Like that, someone
what
made
I
a
mean?
post, was it you?
It was me,
That
like,
man, they were so deep.
yeah, like at any given moment you have moments, or you have moments of happiness, but it's not like a continual stretch of being happy, man. Because something always happens.
Yeah, but you can't be constantly happy.
Why, man? Fuck.
Nah, because then it's not
Then
going to
you
be
took at it.
happiness then.
Yeah, then
It's
you
just gonna
can
be a
take
thing.
it for granted.
Yeah, you won't have that feeling or
But
sensation.
then again, like at the same time, everyone's also going through it, man. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but don't you think it's the stage of our lives that we're in, man? It just feels different. You're getting older, you're growing up, your friends are distant, people's having children, this one's moving.
I'm
It
not
feels like that, it's a very weird time in your age, pushing the 30s. It's a very weird
Some
time.
people are even getting divorced now. That's the level.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
see what I
really?
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are getting divorced.
Divorce
So it's a
rates are
very,
high.
you're going to naturally feel like at some moments uncomfortable, and that's just what I feel, bruh. It's that order.
What do you think brings that about? Is that with age, or is that with just like
It's with change.
doing
bruh.
things differently?
It's with change. You feel, and you tend to compare, man. You look at the people your age and your friends around you, and like, look what that man's doing. Am I not supposed to be doing that? Because it's a thing of growing up, but nobody knows what they're doing, even your parents, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody actually really
pressure,
knows what they're
societal
fucking
pressure.
doing, bruh. They're just a human trying to find their way. But you growing up, and this stage feels weird because before that, you were told you must go to school, you must go to university.
Yeah.
Now you've been working for a few years. What's the next step, lad? Now it's
Exactly.
fucking like shit. What do
Marriage
we
and
do?
kids.
You know?
That's
You
like
know,
what,
that's how
next
you
on the
feel.
list,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
And
very.
when you get that,
Nah,
then
that's,
what?
that's actually 100%.
Survive.
Grandchildren.
I think that's partly.
Yo,
That's
wait.
partly what.
It is.
you just had children? Are you gonna be your grandparent?
Yeah, but you need grandchildren as well.
That's like a 20-year period after
but
that.
that's the pressure
That's
that
still
parents
another
put on-
milestone,
But that's
though. Like, if you
the
don't
pressure
get
sometimes
grandchildren.
parents
Yeah.
put on their kids, man. Like,
Yeah.
okay, when am I gonna be a
I think
grandfather?
Millie shoot. I want to hear what you say.
Yeah, I think that's what I actually feel like. The older you get, the more pressure. But I feel definitely throughout your life, you actually have that on you where there's like a certain
Yeah.
amount of pressure on you. It's never like at a certain age. At every age, you have like that thing where you're like.
Not as a kid, like as a toddler, you don't give.
Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
As a young child.
I remember running around carelessly when I was a
Hey,
kid.
the
like,
pressure was to go
no.
shit on the
the
toilet and
days
not in
were
your
so
pants.
long,
No,
eh?
no,
They
no,
were
no.
so long, oh my word.
Think
So, and now it's like you have 8 hours in a day.
But
No,
look here,
no. Think about it this way now. When you were in grade 1.
There was pressure.
There was,
was-
no pressure.
You must
you
color
mean there was
inside
no
the
pressure?
lines.
Yeah,
You
bruh.
fail.
How do you
Like,
mean there
you
was
think
no
about-
pressure?
like, we
Come
can't-
on. That was fun.
Would you want to
It was
fail in
not,
grade
eh?
It's
1?
like an activity.
Nah,
like,
it
Can I ask
wasn't.
you a
can
question?
get in line on
Was
time?
maths
No,
fun?
no.
Sorry?
In grade 2 was maths fun.
But
No.
you didn't look at it like that,
You
man.
did,
were
bruh.
just
You were
learning.
stressed. You were
you
definitely
know
stressed.
You want me
Some
to
of the
realize
better
what stress
students-
was? You just felt something, but you were like, bruh, what the fuck am I feeling?
It was
Man, it's
fun,
my
man.
Einstein in
Class
grade
was
one.
Can I be
fun.
honest with
like
you?
you played in class, man.
But can I be honest with you?
It was
So you didn't
stressful,
focus
bruh.
in class?
Look, you focused in class.
Not me,
Just
motherfucker.
here, like
Not me.
the pressure we can't remember, like when you were a baby now, your parents like want you to walk or
Yeah,
something.
it's a lot of
we
pressure.
can't
Oh,
remember
that's
it,
what
but
it's
it's all
been.
it's small
Every-
milestones.
yeah, there
man.
is pressure.
Every stage of your life.
I
is a
think,
small
but
milestone.
But walking is important.
Obviously,
I sure hope so.
And so like, why?
There's always
It's your
pressure.
development, bro. You have to end up walking at the end of the day. So like they say, so like they beat you if you don't walk.
So what's the next development step?
yo, imagine
Motherfucker, why did you walk?
They beat you when you come out.
Sales like he's walking at 4 months.
True, they do instant trauma, eh? When you get into the world.
They prep
Fair
you
enough.
for the pressure.
Fair enough.
Spank
Fair
you.
enough.
I want to touch on the topic there. You spoke about pressure and getting older and stuff. I found, this is a very, very odd thing, bro. The older I get, and I don't know if it's because of stress and pressure and various things, but the older I get, the grumpier I get, man. For small cock.
I would look
Things
there,
that serve no
but
purpose
can
in my
I
life
counter you
whatsoever.
on that? Won't you at the same time think that you get more silly also? There's some stuff that you
1000%.
laugh with that's cock stupid, man.
No, of
It's
course.
like a catch-22, but it is. You get
I
highly
can't
irritable.
speak about how irritable Fabes was when that fucking group of teenagers were carrying on at the
Nah, come on,
rugby.
that was.
He probably saw himself in the
Nah, bruh,
And
you
he's
know-
like,
You can't think. So what were we
Okay.
doing? What were we doing?
Look here, we were at the final, Stormers versus who did we lose against?
Monster. We forgot already.
Yeah,
So anyway,
that
so we're
was the
sitting on
finishing.
top. It's us. We're having our drinks and whatever. And
Yeah,
next to
but I
us
still
is a
told you we
group
that
of-
old guys now.
Yeah.
Old uncles.
There's possibly a group of like 15 to 16,
There was 17,
like
18.
barely legal,
But like 20
Yeah.
of them.
like a lot, man. And
Like
they
a
were
school
carrying
class.
on.
And you know they're
and they were
underage because the
drinking.
girl's like, what? I'm 21.
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck is gonna say they're 21?
I have
Guys,
my
you know,
ID, I have my ID.
I'm like, prove it.
And they were kicking
Look at
over,
us.
they were kicking over beers and
That's the
falling
problem,
around
yeah.
and
That's
shit.
why he got
And
irritated.
Fabes was just like the uncle, man. Like, hey, behave, man. Carry on.
Until they mentioned schools and the man was like,
They probably spoke about you when they got home. There was this uncle at the
You
stadium.
know what happened, man? You know what happened? There was this one kid walking around like constantly, man. He wasn't there for the game at all. He was constantly walking around, and they were shouting at him. His name was His name was Angus. Fuck it. So then every time they were shouting at him, man. So I'm like, Angus, fucking relax, man. What's wrong with you? So then, a couple minutes later, there was like more and more
Bruh,
kids
plus
just
they're running
racking up
past him
there.
and you're watching the game. Your beers are there, they're
Bruh.
kicking the beers, they're messing on you, they're just up and down while
So
you're
then a
watching.
scuffle breaks out of these kids, right? And I'm like, nah, man, it's pissing me off. So
definitely
I walked there like that.
You see if I can break up the fight.
I'm like, hey, just fucking relax, man. I'm fucking shouting at these kids. I'm like, can you sit here, watch your fucking time? I'm like, bruh, I
clearly talked
sounded
about
like
him
a full-on
afterwards.
uncle. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
hey, with the old uncles.
But do
then
you
the-
think? Do you think that's getting old, or that's just like having like more maturity?
But if I was
That's
younger,
seeing-
I
But
wouldn't
is
do
that
it
not
to
getting
him.
old?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
could
like,
mature younger, but I mean, it comes
being
with the time. With the
old
age.
and being mature doesn't necessarily mean the same thing, because you get people that are old but they're not mature.
Yeah, but
You
look,
get what I'm
if
saying?
you were a lot younger, you would have been at the same vibe.
Now
You
that's
wouldn't,
what I'm
that
saying.
wouldn't have
Now,
irritated
that's
you.
what I'm saying. Like, but you get people that are younger, but even at the same time, they're
Yeah,
also
that's
getting
that's
irritated by
special
that
cases.
situation.
Can
Nah,
I
but-
can I give another example?
Oh.
Just last night, bro. Just last night.
Yeah.
I don't know if you if on Instagram, right, when people post like pictures of like whatever they're doing, like they're going out for
I don't
drinks.
know. I don't know.
Okay, never mind. When they're going out for drinks, they're chilling, whatever. There's a song, right, that they always play. I don't know what the song's name or the artist, but I know in the chorus it just goes
I
good
wish I
vibes, good
knew.
vibes,
Oh.
good vibes, good vibes. Now, for some fucking
don't
reason,
know the
every
song.
time I hear that song, I turn into Clint Eastwood, my bro.
No, but that's
Grumpy
just,
as
that's, come on, that
70-year-old
can be
around.
an irritating thing.
Bruh, it absolutely pisses me off. Why? I do not know. But I watch it and I'm
It's
like, no,
because
for
I
fuck's
think it's
sake,
probably
man.
because everyone does it like
Find a different song.
when they
Find a
prepare-
different fucking
But
song.
that's how people are like copycats almost.
Yeah.
They all wanna,
Inclusion, man. Inclusion's
yeah,
a
they
hell of a
want that
drug.
inclusion,
Pisses me off,
and that pisses you off because you're like, are you seriously at that
The
stage
same fucking
of your
song,
life? Like you
man.
want to do what everyone is doing.
Yeah, but people
Oh.
want to be part of everything. Inclusion is like a drug, bro.
So we use
Because
the
you're
same
doing it,
song?
yeah.
100%.
And I mean, that's Instagram. You should know.
exactly.
Yeah, but I don't use the same fucking
media.
songs.
Use the same fucking other shit.
Yo,
Like
when-
what?
When you said you turn into
Who's
Clint
gonna carry
Eastwood,
the
I thought,
boats?
hey. I thought when you turn into Clint Eastwood, you were gonna say some Westerford shit.
Please. Oh,
Anyone
oh,
hear that?
There we go.
We, I can't,
Let's get into it,
can't.
boys and girls. Let's
Look,
get into it.
let's
The
let's
context
just say,
of the guy that
let's just
shared
say
it.
what happened.
Can I just
Okay.
say the way he shared it though was like he has some insider there. It was forwarded messages. That's
forwarded
what I
messages,
said.
WhatsApp messages.
Who
yeah.
is that?
People were talking about it.
Ooh.
Alright, so
You
what
see
happened?
People
What
said,
happened?
So
Tell us.
essentially, Westerford Grade 8A had a page on Instagram where they just started posting like very,
Firstly,
very
they have an Instagram page.
the whole class.
But I mean, that's
the whole,
nothing wrong with that.
that's already sus. That tells you like, look here, like definitely they don't wanna come out and say who it is. They're just gonna use the whole blanket, the whole class with it. Man. It's one person, 100%, because the whole class can't have an Instagram page. Anyway, they were posting some like heavy racial shit, man. That was definitely baiting, like
That was race
racial baiting.
I think
Which
so.
which obviously isn't okay,
Because
but
the way they phrased it, bro,
Exactly.
in my opinion, like we must apartheid. They tried to use
Like, use
everything the most
catchphrases.
offensive.
apartheid. Did you just say that?
Yeah, apartheid.
Okay, Barack.
Rock, what's that?
Barack Obama.
Better.
Better, better. Yeah,
They
like
were using buzzwords, man.
they know what's gonna irritate you.
Yeah.
It's like they know the general slang. That's why they use one of each person of color. Monkey this, that. You can see they were literally trying to do that. They didn't. There wasn't like I'm gonna be like tonight now.
Yeah.
It wasn't natural.
But, like-
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
it
when
wasn't
someone
natural.
has an outburst.
Yeah, when
they
someone's
just,
like, and then
they
you
just
can
say what's
hear.
on their heart. That's
So
what's
here's,
on their
here's what I
heart.
wanna know. Like, so Westerford is obviously an old school, right? That's got like an old alumni.
Yeah.
So like, obviously some of the kids' parents went there, man. So you know, like on the ride home, they're probably saying some shit.
Definitely.
And
Of course.
the child's like listening, like, yeah, you're right. Like, was no grade 8 student just has that in them.
But
I mean,
also we
you're
have
too
to
young
understand
know
that's
that.
now all over social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Hence
saying.
the
I don't think
hence
it was-
the debating. They
From-
saw they
yeah,
started to do it.
yeah. From my
You know what I
point,
mean?
that I feel like they were just trying to do that. If they learned it from their parents, it would have been from
More subtle,
it would have been from a place of hate. That just
Yeah.
looks like they know the terms from social media and stuff. Let's try
They
and say it.
literally
Let's-
copy-pasted
You can
from
see, yeah,
social
like
media.
if there was like 5 or 6
Not to
Insta
say that they
stories
don't have that.
with a
Yeah,
different
yeah, for
catchphrase
sure.
for a different person of color. And it says run of the mill, man. Oh, you look at the monkeys like that. You could see, and then
It's-
they
it
add a
sounds like
picture
it's a
there. It's
joke,
like
yeah.
they're trying
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah,
you know, they
sure,
want to be a
exactly
part
like
of
it.
it. all.
Surprise.
It's like the shit that used to say like back in the 30s or 40s to be
I don't
like
know.
humor.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm looking at like
I thought you said I used to say it.
like the shit that you see like on the History Channel, whatever account, but like whatever, like those cartoons, whatever, back in the Jim Crow time. And they were posting like all those things that it's like
Yeah, it
dead
seems like
set
that,
on
like, I know
humor,
what
but
you're
it's
talking
like
about, yeah.
super race, of course. They saying the exact same
Doesn't
thing.
make
But
it
they
anything
weren't trying to be
okay.
humorous. They were trying to trigger
They
people.
wanted some
like
some
tagging
drama.
people. They were tagging
Right.
like their fellow
Do you think the EFF was
classmates.
involved?
Not at all. They would
Nah,
have.
they won't.
There's not even an article about it.
Oh wait, I didn't. Those people were
I-
sick of
I-
trying.
I
They were
checked.
probably trying to get famous or like
Yeah,
go
or
viral.
get someone in CAC. Maybe it was that someone
that.
wanted to teach you to
Yeah,
get into
yeah,
shit
yeah.
or whatever, and they could be because it seems like just a plot twist.
So what's more worrying you? The fact that these are young kids doing this shit, right? Or the fact that this is now all over social
Can I tell
media?
you what's positive?
What?
Is that it's not just any race baiting that people go for, and it's a thing. People can see through it. There's not even like normally, bruh, for something
It
like
would've
that,
blown
EFF
up.
would have been there, it would have been articles. Nothing, bro. It's like radio silence. That's why I was like, hey, let's first confirm this.
Yeah.
Nah,
'Cause
it
I
happened. It
Googled
happened.
Westerford racism. There was a lot. A lot of articles, bro.
Oh, yeah,
From
yeah.
like 2009 till 2020.
Look.
Articles of incidents of race and the teachers and one history teacher saying what happened in his class and shit. So there is some history, but I mean, nobody fell for this thing. It didn't work, let me
Yeah,
say
it
that.
didn't
It didn't work for
Well,
whatever
yeah,
this
well,
person tried.
the school came out with a statement.
They-
that's about
they put out
it.
a
They gave their like fucking
that genetic.
That
Yeah,
template,
yeah,
it's a
we
template.
don't-
Yeah, they just put in whatever happened.
The PDF is found
Yeah.
something,
Nah.
type some shit up.
Nah, that didn't work.
But the thing is, a lot of, I don't want to say those schools, but we know Cape Townians, I won't mention the names, but we know there's a list of schools
Yep.
that does have a history.
But I mean, it's
Behind it.
They
It's
were
all
like
over
that.
South
Those
Africa.
schools were for those people. It was racist schools. It's not scary to say. They were. It was apartheid.
Yeah, and a lot of the articles that you're talking about now came within the last 4 or 5 years
Yeah.
when these conversations are taking place.
Yeah, it wasn't happening before.
After
yeah.
the Fees Must Fall movement took place, after the Black Lives Matter and all these things, these conversations are finally happening now. So the kids in the school, they're finally able to see like, hey, what the fuck is actually going on around me here? This
Yeah.
man's saying this, you doing
Ah.
that, I'm being told this. This is some serious fucking racist
And
shit.
it's making people more conscious, man. And when you get more conscious, that puts you in a place. Naturally, you like
Yeah,
you
you-
think about yourself, and if
Yeah.
you were involved, or if you dialed at one of those things, that's what it does to you. And then you sit back and you're like, you know. And then that's
Yeah.
the conversation that comes up about it.
What? Let's
But I'll be honest with you, I think everyone's like has some
Form of hatred, I will say.
prejudice in them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's,
a person of
that's a
color
good
can be
word to
prejudiced,
use,
but I'm
yeah.
Prejudice.
Racial
Of
prejudice.
course, we
Everyone
do.
has.
But of
And
course, we do as human beings.
That
sorry.
is-
I think when you use that and that prejudice to like judge a person, that's when it becomes a problem.
That's when
like
it
if you're
becomes
not
bad.
open-minded to like learn new things, then
Like
that's when it's
you should
becoming
keep it to
fucked up.
yourself.
Nah, but are you willing to
Yeah.
learn also
Don't
because
say
your
it out
prejudice,
loud.
your prejudice
When you
might
get
come
upset
from,
one day.
your prejudice might come from a place where you were taught this, and then
Yeah.
when you meet someone
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, that's not actually true. I thought it was like
Yeah,
this,
but
it's not like
that's a
that."
lack of
But
understanding, though. Yeah,
that's where it comes from. It's
definitely.
come from miseducation. That's where prejudice comes from, literally. Like,
Do you think that that's a South African thing?
No, no,
It
no, no.
is.
Nah.
I think the
Because
prejudice
of the different cultures
the
in South
prejudice
Africa.
is what was taught to most people. It comes from the scenarios of oppression. That's basically what you were taught when someone is being racist to you. They're trying to engulf in your head. Let me say, like, you a nigger. They're trying to teach you that this is what you are. I can say it, but I didn't use the H.
Hard R.
It's a hard R,
The
yeah.
hard R, yeah.
The hard-
Nigger.
Mississippi.
Nah, like prejudice is a thingy, man. It's just human nature because as humans, we are of different races and
Yeah,
cultures.
you-
So when you grow up in those little enclaves. So you
I
have
can actually question things, bro.
So
That's
so
wanna
so
know
you will
why.
always have another perspective of another group, and that's just what the definition of prejudice is, basically. It
And
can,
I feel
can
like
be
with-
good or bad, but it's just what it is.
Like, this is what it-
you have a-
yeah, no,
a
that's
thing.
it's like most things, man. When it's human nature, you actually have to have that like little fight to do what's right. It's
Yeah.
gonna come up, but you must be like, nah.
Yeah,
I feel
not
like in
gonna-
South Africa, because of all the wording, the various phrases, the jargon, the stereotypes, and all of that stuff, but we've all heard by the time we're 18 or 20 at least. We all have those things in our head the moment something rocks up. Like if someone of a particular skin color does that, you think to yourself like, fuck this.
Nah, wait, what?
We all have that. No, you have that wording, but it obviously depends on you as a human being now.
The
whether or
wording
not
is
you-
what
Nah,
you-
look,
yeah,
that's what I'm
look,
saying, the
he's
wording.
being honest.
Yeah, the wording is what you.
The wording is there. We all know the
You
wording.
have
Yeah.
the feeling like.
It
look at this
depends
one,
on
but the
the
wording
actual
is what
person
you
who
get
actually
from
say
someone
it.
else.
Yeah.
The wording is what you learn. Is what you
Yes,
taught.
yes,
Yeah.
of course,
That's
because
what
you don't
comes
grow
up.
up
We
saying
all
that
heard it.
white
So it's
person
not
or
coming
that black
naturally.
person.
That's what.
Say it to yourself in your car. It's fine.
Yeah.
Bangs his steering wheel.
Yeah, they think. They got you on video, bruh. Lip reading.
in traffic.
Jeepers.
Yeah,
That's enough.
that was fucking deep.
It wasn't that deep, man.
Oh yeah, we know you go deep. You go deep.
That's what she said. Or he, I mean, you know.
Whoa. Hey. Yeah, look, I want to bring it back down. Something I want to speak about.
Let's go.
Because we all got a bit worried. You know, it was like on the second month, third week into the month. We didn't hear a thing from how many's over there.
Sure.
Yo.
You know. So this is the
AWOL.
question I want to pose. Is it because obviously WhatsApp and everything's so accessible? Is there a time frame in which someone should be responding to you
I
before it
don't-
becomes an issue?
Okay.
I feel like no, man. Yo, that's the pressure there's so much pressure.
That's
with
why I
WhatsApp.
said it's
Can I answer
accessibility.
can I answer
the
this? Yeah,
accessibility.
let him
Like,
answer
yeah, go
this
for
about
it.
him.
No, it's about in general.
Actually, no, you got answer.
It's just about
Just
him,
one
you know?
person.
Like
Yeah.
someone will get upset with you. Let's say you're in a relationship. That's
Yo,
a big
that's-
thing in a
yeah.
But
relationship.
that's different.
But it poses the question because WhatsApp and social media makes it so accessible to your own time.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what the thing is? No, what this is the issue that I have. Sometimes someone sends me a message, but I'm in the middle of something. I'll open the message and then have to
That's rude.
do something. But I'm
not.
busy, man.
Blue
I'm
tick
busy
is
with
not.
it.
Blue
But that's the
ticking.
thing. I'm not really blue ticking. I'm gonna respond, but I'm busy with
But that
something. man.
person is
but now
stressing
that
there.
person on the other end.
But are they punching holes? When
Especially
you
know what I
didn't
mean?
reply.
especially your significant other.
Yeah,
She's
no,
like,
exactly.
Oh, what did
and
I
then,
do?
Then I
Yeah,
come
it's-
back. Then I come back to a deleted message. No, but I can't. Like
Yo,
like then
that's
then
heavy
the
message
replies
right there,
are
yo,
deleted-
gee whiz.
the replies deleted, and I'm like, yo, I wanted to respond, but I'm busy with something. You know what I mean?
Should we be able to delete messages on WhatsApp?
Nah, wait,
Because think about it, once you
we
say
will get
in
there to that
person, in person, once you say something, you can't take it back.
I hope not.
You can't say sorry.
You can say sorry, but it's been said.
Can I answer
Yeah,
what
Once
you
it's been
said?
said, it's
Yeah.
out
Can I
there.
just
On
say that?
WhatsApp, you
Can I-
can't just you just
Yeah, well, that's
deleting
another topic.
history.
Can I answer what you said? Like, I just don't give a fuck, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
feel like if you're gonna message me, I feel like communication. That's like all communication. If me and you're gonna speak about something, okay, we're speaking about this. Then I'm gonna say, then you're gonna send me a message. Okay, that's the message. And I'm not gonna be like the next few days gonna be like, oh, what's happening now? How are you doing?
Nah, but like, let me use an example. Like, if we're setting up an episode for like 2 weeks and we're going through topics and stuff, then we don't hear from this one
Yeah.
for like 3 weeks. So we don't know if you actually know. You know what I mean? There's
There's
no
no
indication
confirmation.
to say like, oh yeah, I got it. That's that type of thing.
Like a wild received
Yeah, just
email.
like, okay, I saw it, or get back on your way, or whatever we are wondering, like, shit, is this about to lie?
Chicky, do you know?
Nah,
No,
I
imagine how.
actually took a break, bro. Like, I was
Yeah,
like,
you should detach though.
But there was
Yeah.
too much messages there. I was like,
Yo, you
And that's
popular,
the
bruh.
thing. That's
I'm
my
gonna just
that's
be in
my
my
point.
own world.
But like,
and I just
the
wanna-
things you choose to do, it's gonna
That's my
happen.
point about social media. That's my point about social media, and it gives everyone else too much access
Access to you.
And you don't how you're supposed to be, right, as a human being, you're supposed to be able to have your own like safe space or your own alone time so that you can reflect on yourself and just be calm.
But do you do that though? Or is your alone time not just you on your phone still?
Because
On TikTok.
it can be, but at
Giggly
least,
while that message pops up, swipe left.
but I
To
mean,
be honest with you, I've been playing a lot of games lately.
I
see,
will lie.
beautiful.
I've been
You
playing a
see,
lot of
so
games lately.
that's similar to scrolling on social media.
Like if you're gonna see a message, I'll check. Okay, is it something that I need to like? But sometimes it's too much messages.
you-
for me
it
to
bypasses
see,
you,
and I'm
yeah, you miss
busy
it.
and I'm.
You can.
No, but
miss
you
it,
feel
Oh,
that
I'm gonna
pressure
respond to the
you feel the
most-
pressure to respond.
Someone's subtly bragging about how many people want to talk
It's
to you. over
something
here.
real.
To be honest
There's
with
so
you,
many
I don't-
messages.
Are you on your
Pressure
way?
to respond.
How long?
If my mother's gonna send me a message now and it's gonna be like, boom, I'm gonna respond to it. I'm like, okay, mom, like whatever. Like, but if I'm gonna see, okay, like,
It's
I'm
all
legal.
about
calling you.
push,
I'm-
basically.
you know,
Oh, it's fine if it's
to be
legal. It's
honest with you,
fine.
I'm the type of person I'll honestly like I'll call you instead of like sending a message
No, I
because
was just about to say that now.
I would have,
Because
but airtime is
message-
fucking expensive. Like.
messaging people doesn't
Nah,
work.
don't
like,
phone me without message.
Nah,
Yeah,
look,
I'm like
look,
that. I look at it. I look at it.
If the topic is important enough to you, right, and the person you sent it to, it's like I'm asking you something, and you haven't responded within like 2-3 hours, and I need to know now, I will call you. But if you haven't responded, I'm like, okay, this man's probably checking
Okay,
on
nah,
his
Send
phone.
an
Now,
email,
yeah.
brother. They'll answer on Monday morning.
So yeah,
That's why you give a fucking call.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
God, you make phone
you're
calls
right.
anymore.
Let's think about it though. So here's another thing. It's in the workplace now.
Huh?
The WhatsApp has gotten into the
That's got into
workplace,
the
bro. So now
workplace.
there's that. Now that needs a timely response. I feel like it's getting too far. Because I get just at the work means of WhatsApping me.
Nah, not to work. I don't think work and WhatsApp should mix. I think they'd rather send the
shouldn't,
email.
Yeah, but it is mixing.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
mixes,
Ah,
bro.
it
They will
is.
ask you on WhatsApp where you
That's
as if
personal.
they followed through with HR and that type of thing. Like, are you coming in or you late? Like, if I didn't see the fucking WhatsApp message, that has fuck all to do with anything.
Yeah.
What if
You
you
know what
don't
I
have
mean? Or
data?
if you needed something and
Exactly.
you WhatsApp me
Or your
and I
Wi-Fi
didn't
stuff.
see it, it shouldn't be a thing, bro. The workplace it's using it too much in my opinion.
Yeah, because I doubt it's even in your actual contracts.
No, it can't be.
Yeah, it's
but it
because they
can
cannot-
be
they
said
can-
as per
yeah.
communications.
Yeah, but they communicate you
For
by
convenience
email.
purposes.
Yeah, but it can be broad. They don't use the platform. You see, that's the catch 22.
That,
They
yeah,
don't
that's
say
the
it's
loophole.
just yeah.
But it goes both ways.
it does, and it doesn't. If they add in a work WhatsApp group, they can.
That's why I changed the name of the group.
And it becomes a meme group after that. So be careful.
Send a meme by mistake to the wrong group.
Oh dear.
You made
You know
that-
what's
you
dangerous?
made it.
bro?
What?
Stickers, bro. Because there's no like, they don't ask, are you sure you want to send it? You just press and it goes, man.
Nah, but you know what you fucking
don't
press.
send stickers.
Nah, there's some tough stickers, bro.
There's some
I also
tough
don't
stickers
send
of tough
stickers.
of people with
Of
their
what?
bad moments.
Tough moment.
That's the best time to make a sticker though. I don't want a nice sticker.
So you want a nice sticker of you.
I have one, I made it myself.
But back on the communication thing now, it is a lot of pressure to have like your phone in your pocket because you constantly with someone, man. Like back in the 50s, just take picture of
Not
this, you go
that
to
far
work,
back.
you go to work.
Why not go lynch
Nah, man,
people?
just listening, I was listening to like Chris Rock in one of his stand-ups, he says his father left for work. No, dude, like in the morning.
Doesn't
and someone
hear from
died. He wouldn't find out until he got home, man.
He wouldn't even find out his father made it to work. I'm just
So that's
saying.
the other stress.
Like, so like when his father, so like when
care
his
about
father
the
came
things like
home,
that.
They would learn to trust
so
and
when
you
his
know.
father came
Yeah.
home in the evening, him and his father, him and his mother had something to talk about, man. But during the day, like us, bro, what you doing now?
You know-
What you eating?
Now whoa, is that whoa.
You know what I mean? It's like constant.
Shit.
But you eating.
constant-
But it's a
But
good
eating,
point that
bruh.
he makes though.
Nah, but so sometimes you just need that knife.
It's a
Yeah,
good point.
Especially
It's a
with your
good
partner.
point.
Sometimes you just need a bitchy. Like, let's not watch
It's
that
almost like
during
that. You
the
don't
day.
need to check in with me.
Do
man.
you,
Let's
do you
talk-
say that though? Do you have it
Yes,
communication?
I
You say,
do.
look here, don't fucking talk
Let's-
to me
let's
between
not-
11 and 3.
Nah, not at all, man. Like, talk to me with something important.
Yeah.
Tough
Not a
relationship.
random, like,
Yeah, like we would have this
should
thing
you
like
have
if you
toast
out,
like, you know what I mean?
you mustn't
have
be
toast.
chatting.
Well, you can ask that your
you
partner,
can check
man.
in here. Yo,
Like, do you
there,
have
but you
something
should
to
have.
eat today?
But it's not like
A necessity.
It's not
Yeah.
Yeah, you
important
have something to
because,
eat. That's
like, I'm gonna see you when I get home, and we're gonna have the same conversation.
You didn't tell me what you ate. You didn't tell me.
I ate toast, damn it. Like you asked, I ate toast.
What the fuck did you eat?
Now that brings the next topic as well with blue ticks. I love this fucking topic. Do you not think now that in the social realms, right, when people turn their blue ticks off, Is that a red flag?
Look,
No, man.
like he said,
That's prejudice
wow.
Wow.
against the no blue
Against the blue tickers.
the non-blue
on
tick
what Mini
community.
said, in that regard, I also don't give a fuck. Like my online status, on LAN, I was gaming also for like 4 weeks straight.
On land.
On LAN cable. Got him.
The 50s.
It's for the 50s. You actually have to use the LAN cable.
Basically,
You can see you don't game, the phone don't count.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Like it's like the kids, you have games on your phone. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, with like my online status. Like I actually don't give a fuck if you see me online and your message is unread.
Yeah.
I'm just on WhatsApp,
Yeah.
bro. So if it's a blue tick, I don't care about your blue tick, bro. In that regard,
You
like,
aren't obligated to
yeah,
respond
that's
to
where
this
I will
person.
separate the time. Like you don't need to be responding to now, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't
like,
need to check
the
your
blue
message.
ticks are both ways, man. So if you turn it off, they also can't see you.
Oh yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
saying, I don't turn anything off because I don't care.
So it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
know
I
what
feel
I mean?
like it comes to people's like level of entitlement now as well. Like,
Yeah.
The moment you blue tick them, like, yo, okay, so responding to me. I'm like, bruh, I was busy.
So I don't get the
or you
response.
don't
I was
open,
fucking
or you
busy.
don't open the message, no, but you see them post the status.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
you not within like the
I do
inner
that,
circle.
bruh. I do
Somebody
that.
like,
But you know where that
status
comes from? though? People
send
must
them a
be
message.
logical, bruh. Sometimes you post the status from a specific platform. You don't go onto WhatsApp and thingy. You can be in your gallery and just send to your WhatsApp status. At all, just post the status. You're not online,
I
bruh.
never do that though.
You never. You actually ignore the people and post the status.
Sometimes, yeah. That's what I'm fucking saying.
But what's wrong with it?
I ignore. Sometimes
Man,
I read the
live
message
response
and
to
then I'm like,
everything.
wait, let me
Nothing
do
wrong.
Now it
something
depends
else.
who
I'll
it
come back
is,
to
man. Certain people I will ignore,
Yeah.
but other people I will
Oh, now we
respond to
know.
immediately. Nah,
So now
I
there's
rank
pri-
my
now there's
messages
But
priority.
right.
like,
It's
do
ranked
you
things
really
now.
like
He has
ignore
a
them?
rank.
I just
No,
feel
no.
no, like if I'm chatting to you,
Close friends and like this.
say man, you're
thing.
having a conversation now. We're chatting. There is a point when your conversation just end, and it like
Yeah, like with
Yeah.
the away, the double aways is.
Nah,
away. Don't fucking try to bring shit back
Oh,
up.
yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Nah, because
Easy
also
peasy is
if
the one for
someone,
me, just like easy peasy. Bro.
because some
Easy
means
peasy.
only message you when they need something. man.
Yeah.
I already sense that. Like, hey, how you doing? You want me to
Yeah, how's
stop a
it?
couch
How's
somewhere?
it?
Nah, stop a
How's your
couch
parents
somewhere.
doing? My parents.
Yeah.
You don't even talk to my parents.
What's my parents' name?
Nah, but that's an important thing for me because, like we spoke about the obligation of people wanting the response and stuff like that.
Oh.
But you need to understand that not everyone deserves a response at that given moment. Like unless the conversation's like super important, like you're worried about someone's safety or you're trying to organize something and you need to be there for a specific time, like it's an actual due date or whatever something needs to take place immediately. You don't need to get a response that soon.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like I was speaking about him, it's a time when it kind of feels like something's wrong, man. If you don't hear from someone.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
a couple of decades ago, that was a natural thing, man.
Yeah.
But now it's groomed in us that you must hear something from this person or they're not alright or something.
Especially
going
when
down.
someone needs to drive. I understand that though. Like when someone's driving on their way.
Yeah,
sounds
come on.
personal.
That's the etiquette part
Yeah,
that needs
when
to come
someone
in.
needs to, when you say, okay, now I'm leaving now, and you haven't heard from them or whatever in the
Yeah.
last hour, you're like, hey,
Yeah,
you're right.
Does he know?
does
okay.
do what anything happen on the road?
Oh.
That I understand because that's you worry for
Yeah,
someone's
because
safety.
Cape Town's roads, hey, fucking hell, it's dangerous. bro.
Let's not do that. Africa, the roads in Cape Town.
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
just
We
the
can't talk about
traffic, bro,
traffic,
just
though.
the
Now we
fucking...
can't.
But you know what? Now we should have like a girl, yeah. To be honest with you, just like because
To give you
girls
perspective
take
on. I wouldn't say all
messaging
girls. though.
very,
Nah,
very,
I,
very
would- I wouldn't
like
blanket
doing it.
statement.
personally. Bro, you can send a message. You can be like saying, "Oh, I don't like the way you, the tone you said
That's
that
your
message."
Nah,
girlfriend,
that's,
man.
subjective because
That's
it's not
right.
like that with me at all.
That's your girlfriend, but it's
But I
not-
noticed not
That
the,
is
the way
subjective.
the,
Nah, I
the,
don't-
the
I
way
don't
I
think
read
so.
messages
You think so?
depends on my mood.
It is how
I
you
will
feel,
read it. I will
yeah.
read it. Maybe if I'm angry, then I'll feel the other
So
person's
my
angry.
puss.
So it's actually my fault, man.
It's projection.
That's
Yeah.
more like
You.
Yeah,
It is,
man,
man.
yeah,
That's why
it
we
is
have
my
a
fault.
podcast, guys.
What a guy.
Aw.
That is my fault. That is my fault.
I'm angry. How you doing?
Nah, but most
how you doing with extra like.
One guy eats. It's a,
What you eat today?
Look, you said something though that resonated with me. Playing a lot of games. Like I haven't been watching. I feel like I'm out of time with TV and movies and shit.
'Cause
I've
there's
just been
cuck on.
playing fucking
Yo,
games,
movies
bro.
are trash,
I get
bro.
home, make a diet, straight upstairs, bro. Heater on, door closed. Games, bro.
Games
Every
good,
day.
I
bro.
checked
For
out
like
of
months.
that long ago, years.
Yo, how old are you?
Oh, what?
Decades ago.
Uncle.
How old
Nah,
are
you. What? So what do you do? Read.
sorry,
every
I'm
day?
I'm pushing 53 now.
Bro, but you don't even play games. You just,
actually believe you.
you tweet.
I used to play FIFA.
No, impossible.
I used to play I used to have
I
a
saw
million
him.
career
He was
modes
there
on
sitting.
It's FIFA, not FIFA.
Oh my
Fuck
word.
FIFA, bro.
Come
Come
on.
They don't even exist
Better.
anymore.
FIFA does exist, man.
It's,
Come on.
well, we'll see next season, my bro. We'll see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
like
back
I was
to
saying,
games.
like it's more, man. Like it gets you, but sometimes you're so in depth with that game, it feels like you're part of it. Like they're speaking to you, bruh,
Dude.
when the game is that good.
Do
So-
you think now that's like we spoke about age and growing up doing things differently? Do you think now that we were the era of kids like who grew up playing games from like early childhood all the way up, and now
yeah,
we reach this level
look,
in our
we were
lives?
also we were the generation of kids that where games had more substance. It meant
yo.
more. Just like a piece of
Yeah.
art that they were making that. So now it's just like every fucking thing's a battle royale. These kids, like I saw this thing
like
where,
MCU.
where they made this, the kids play the old Doom, the Fortnite kids, and they couldn't get past like the first stage,
Yeah.
bro, because they're just used to the fucking
They never,
hopping, shoot,
and they also
pew.
probably didn't have the like attention span for it and the patience for it.
Yeah, because it
the
needs to move. So,
patience,
yeah,
yeah.
like I'm playing Star Wars. I started slow, so I took my time. I played here and there. Bro, and when the shit started, I'm in, bro. I'm screaming there. I'm like, oh shit! I just hear the door bang. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm loud again. Because I don't have a sense of everything around me, bro. I'm just loud. I'm
Nah,
enjoying
because-
it. I'm like, shut, here we go.
Hours can go by while you're gaming, bro. If you,
Yeah.
like,
Yo.
you
Yes,
not even
bro.
know it, bro. Like
You
sometimes you
yourself.
don't even eat. Like I remember.
Nah, I chow. That fucking thing is.
I remember clocking
Yeah, that
wrestling
thing
in
is
one night.
fucking oily
WWE
and
in one
shit.
night, bro. Not eating. Fucking from a rookie to the
shit.
champion, bro. One night. The whole credits from me, yo.
1,000 rand deep.
That time, nice.
What's this? What game is this?
Nah, WWE, me, bro. That time I never
Yes.
had. I'm talking about this is PS2. This is PS2 time, no. I never had a memory card, man. So I had to.
For those who don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah, clock in his
Live
chain one.
reset.
explain it. Explain it.
Live
For those who
resets
don't
the
know.
next day, bro.
Yeah, for those who don't
Yes.
know, if
Oh,
you didn't have a
nuts.
memory card on the
Yeah.
PS2 and you put
You
it
have
off,
no progress.
you have to start from over
Yeah,
again.
switched in one.
So
go.
one night I said, one Friday I said, this night I'm gonna clock this.
And
bitch.
He wasn't
the
old
weekend-
then.
How
That
many
was you
hours?
was
Yeah,
younger
we
days.
on
the
the
side.
He was
How many
young,
hours
guys.
you
I
put
can't remember, but the next morning at like 7 I was done and I slept, me, bro. Yo.
Yeah.
Then I put it off and I had to start
Felt
over again.
accomplished.
Nah, those
Felt
were
good,
much
though.
simpler times, bro.
Felt
yo.
great.
Nah, it's still, the thing is, it's there. I'm having one of those moments
So
now
like-
with that game, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what game I'm playing. Ready.
Yo, that's a
Red
phenomenal,
Dead
wow.
Redemption.
So
Yeah.
here's
Do
the
I
thing.
have you?
When I
It dares me.
And then when you're gonna get to like the social media part of it, then you're gonna see
Yeah.
these little things, bruh. Did you just fart?
Nah, I went.
So
I was gonna
media
say
part of it.
something.
What do you
Child,
mean? What do you mean?
You're speaking about games, you're speaking about younger.
Nah, man, because I was like.
What do you mean
when-
the social media
Yeah.
part of the game?
Like the Easter eggs to the game, man.
You can just go
When you
to
get to
YouTube.
that side where the algorithm aligns you to that game you played, then you're gonna see stuff that you didn't even pick up. Bro. You
Yeah.
go and play
Oh,
the
you mean
game
when you go
again.
watch? Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
The
I
great
thought
thing
you mean
about
in the game.
The great thing about those games as well is the small moments in the game when you play for the first time. You aren't really processing everything at 100%. Like the dialogue or the
And the
various things that take
time,
place.
the
Yeah.
time it took to put that into the game.
The
bruh.
small details.
The second and third playthroughs you have, you're like, oh my gosh, why did I not see that?
Right,
How did I
especially-
not see this? That small detail there, bruh. It's incredible.
Especially a game like Red Dead, bruh. Like your beard is growing every the,
Yeah,
the
you have
more
to
you
shave.
play, like
You
every
get
day you're
dirty,
playing
you
a
have
day,
to
like,
wash.
yeah, it's growing, bruh,
Yeah.
each day.
You
You
have
know
to
that
get-
that's
We
fucking
Put on a
the
jacket
detail.
and go
have
to
to
cold
eat.
weather.
Yeah.
Dude, look at us. That
Yes.
game came out 2019, right? 2018.
That's
Yeah.
why it took so long.
It's
And,
2023, we're still talking about it.
and that's the
Yeah.
thing with the
Play
new
valid
gen
games,
kids
yeah.
also, bruh. The way they want things, man, they expect things quicker. That's why some of the titles that should have been monstrous titles failed as games.
fall
because
away.
because they had deadlines and people like, where the game and they get slack, you know, it brings the stock market price down and cut. Red Dead took years to make, bruh. Nobody
we
gave a
are
fuck.
ever
Nobody
thankful for
rushed them. That's like the same thing with GTA. A
I'm
game
waiting
like
for
that
That's
thing's
why,
so
yeah.
fucking
GTA
long,
6.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
out yet, eh?
It's not a
Not
GTA
yet.
guy.
Not
You know
yet.
why it's not? Because
Why
he
am I
goes to
not?
church every Sunday.
I do.
There's nothing
not
wrong
every
with that.
Sunday. Not every Sunday.
So
I
he,
think I last
GTA
week, yeah,
feels
because of
against
depression.
it's a sin when he plays GTA. bro.
Oh,
That's
my
how
All these
it's not.
people
Because
and
it's
stuff.
so this
Yeah,
process, I mean,
stop,
process,
stop,
yeah.
stop. Brandon,
Fuck the
You don't
mission.
have
We
to
do
do
it.
it.
Let's go,
It's
boys.
a choice in the game. You don't have to do it.
you fucking have
I
to.
have to do it.
Brother, why play the game? You have to do
Nah,
it.
you
bro.
do have to. You have
Come
to
on,
get that
yeah.
It's
in
like
the show.
initiation.
Bruh, it's like on The Witcher as well. Also, replay value. That game came out 2015. Bruh, I'm still playing the game. It's incredible.
I was surprised you think I've never finished it.
Nah, I
Same.
think you should. Give it a
Never
go.
finished it.
But The
I've
Witcher
always
as well.
sold the thing.
Go to the brothels and shit, bruh. Have the time of your life. Drinking with the Owen, say,
Is
yo.
that Fibs on a Sunday?
That's
Check
on the
here.
on Saturday.
Did you play Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Yes, love it.
How's the singing on the ships?
Incredible.
Oh,
what's this?
I'll never quick travel, bro. I'll just
Nice.
What's
sing
this?
On the-
Assassin's Creed Black
Black
But
Flag.
sometimes you need quick travel, bro.
Yeah, but
I'm loving it Star Wars
That's what
as
they
quick
sing
travel
in
now.
I don't know.
On Black Flag, if you traveling around in the ship, right, you hear all your own singing like all pirate songs.
Bro, like think about Red Dead,
Oh.
bro. How far you must travel on a horse, bro.
Who's for?
Yeah,
Bruh,
That's how it
to
used to
buy
be.
that thing at fast travel thing.
That's
That's
how
a
it used to be
blessing,
back in the
bro.
days.
Yo,
Check
Thanks,
out.
Lambo.
makes it good.
But when,
That's how it
you,
used to be.
but when you travel, you see stuff, man. Like you come across the KKK and
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
And
you-
you know
you
that
see the
thing that
thing is-
you can, a special thing you can get when you're passing by.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's a nice little
you
life
can
lesson?
hunt. Yeah, you can hunt. Like
It's the
legendary
journey,
animals
not the
and stuff.
destination.
Yeah,
You
no,
know-
but that's the thing. You can't like travel to certain like there's certain stuff that you.
You can't go to the unknown
y-
fast.
Yeah,
you can't
like,
fast travel
like
to the
if
unknown.
if you have to do something that's outside of where you can travel to in the map, then you have to travel.
You have to
with
run,
your
yeah.
horse. You have
That's
to
a
with your
phenomenal
horse.
life lesson on its own, bro.
It's the,
To
it's the
get to a
journey.
specific point, you have to take
It's
the
like that
journey.
Becky
Yeah.
on TikTok and one
So-
Becky that stops there. It's the journey, man. Not
Yo,
the
what
destination.
TikTok's singing his chops, man.
It's
Look
like
at him.
inspirational, bro. You just say jump,
Another
jump,
game.
jump.
David Goggins, bro.
Jump, crow.
Another game that was beautiful. I don't know if you played it yet.
Why
It's
not?
Ghost of Tsushima.
You
Yes.
played it, you
Did
don't
you?
judge.
Yes.
I don't know if you
Yes.
played it yet.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you never spoke to me about it.
We
That was-
doesn't
not
speak
too
on
long
WhatsApp.
ago. We
He doesn't
were,
respond.
not long ago we were speaking
Why
about
do you have
it.
such expectations
about
of
it.
him? Why
You're
put
Yeah,
pressure on his
Obligated to a
But
response.
that is a
That takes
pusher
your
game.
time. The playing games takes a lot of time.
It does.
Of
That
course,
takes, it's your
yeah.
social life, actually. That's the actual social life. Like,
Sure.
social.
So if you had to rank your top 3 games or top 5,
It's not on the
it's
spot.
difficult, no?
Give
Not
her-
on the
you have
spot.
to give her-
I know.
Okay, I know my number one, brother. This is because of my childhood. The Bully. Love that game. Love it. That's
Why
my
were you-
favorite
were
game
you
of
a
all
bully?
time.
Or were you
The
a fucking
story it
bully?
told, man.
Oh.
And that man actually stood up for the lesser. You know,
He
but
bullied the
was-
bullies.
He bullied the bullies, brother.
Yeah.
So he would come off across as a prick to the, the popular people or whatever. But that's just who he was. But it's super fuck the game. It was just.
Kind
Bully,
like, you
Bully
know-
was basically like the kiddie version of Manhunt. Don't know if you guys
Tell
ever
us,
played
you
Manhunt.
know, bro.
Manhunt was like, it was released by the same, it was with Rockstar North.
It was banned in Australia.
Yeah,
Because they said
it's like a stealth
But that's
based action
Australia,
game.
man.
But you basically
Australia bans fucking anything.
Yeah, fuck them.
Because
you
they
go
said
around
that-
killing convicts in a very brutal fashion. It's
Yeah.
not like gangs and shit
Oh
like
yeah,
that. But you like an ex-con going around killing gang members in like a seriously violent way. And at the time it was
sounds fun.
It is.
But
It's
Bully,
quite
Bully,
fun.
I'll put it up there for myself.
Great
Personally.
game. I love it.
One.
Yeah.
But the best, one of the best stories.
What?
It is Red Dead, bruh.
But for
Red
me,
Dead
I-
and The
I-
Witcher 3. It's
Yeah.
For me, it's God of War. Because
Which
I
one?
mean, from PS2,
I don't-
I can't choose, bro.
For me, I don't
Yeah.
put it
All of
up
them
there
had a
as,
good- all of
as
them had a
story,
great-
as the
great
best story of the game. It's just one of the most iconic games.
Definitely.
The trilogies and everything, the years it's been around. But in terms of the in-depth of that one game, the story it took you on, I don't put God of War up.
Ghost of Tsushima
Nah.
story was brilliant.
Ghost of Tsushima was
Ghost of
also
Tsushima was
amazing.
good,
I need you to play the new one in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I will put that up there. It's one of my favorite games
Look,
of all time.
games are not getting any cheaper, bro.
Yo,
It's all like,
games are
the
expensive.
more they've been around,
Yeah.
the more the price increases, man, bro.
But that's why I'm
But
glad it's
obviously-
game share, bro.
Yo, So what's your favorite game?
Like I'll say in terms of story,
Half-Life.
half.
Yo. That now, okay, that's classic speed.
Jeez,
That's classics that.
Sorry.
Have you ever played
First
Age
one.
of Empires?
Loved it.
Age of Empires. Isn't that those phone games that pop up where you must
Nah,
build a
get
fort
out
and
of
like,
here.
oh,
Get out of
They
here.
did do that afterwards, but it was
Get out.
it
Nah,
is the
was
same
great.
game.
Iconic though. Iconic.
Half-Life.
Half-Life, yeah, one of the greatest first persons back in its day.
I don't know about it. No.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You
not
know
you
it.
know.
No?
2000s.
Sorry. I know Devil May Cry 3.
Nah, I don't know. You know,
That's
you know,
the sound in the ear popping up like,
it's
man, is it Half-Life? Mango doesn't have anything, but that's not talking about Candy
like
Crush.
three of us here, bro.
Please, I've never played
I mean,
Candy
you
Crush.
say-
You're crazy.
Give us a game you played. What do you remember? Don't
Circus.
fucking say FIFA.
Circus.
I've played.
Circus
I've
one.
played.
Don't help him out. Don't bail him out. Let's see.
I've played
Streets of
Aladdin.
Twitter is not
Aladdin?
What?
On what?
Nah, Aladdin was when you can fly the carpet. You can 100% fly the carpet. That was PC.
I've played Aladdin. I've played.
From Jim.
Check your
Just say you played MAME 32.
I've
no?
played Tomb Raider.
Which one?
Wow.
Yo, how can I remember?
I just have
It's
to
called
say,
Lara
bro,
Croft Tomb Raider.
this is how we've been. This is
No,
how we've
man.
been flows. Aladdin is actually Aladdin, my bro.
It is Aladdin, man.
Yes.
That's why the movie
Aladdin,
Aladdin.
right,
That's
right.
why Sacha Baron Cohen did that. non.
What's your favorite game? Vinny's-
My favorite game, you want to be honest.
Oh, my
I have to
favorite.
think
Sorry,
about it.
sorry to cut you off. If I must go for my favorite, it has to be Crash Bandicoot.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
No,
I thought you were just saying the games I
man.
played. I was like going down the
No,
list.
man. No.
It's
Why not?
enjoyable, bruh.
No.
Like
Why
it's
not?
actually, you know how fun it
That's
is,
like-
bruh. It's like a
When you
journey, almost like Red
play
Dead, but
now.
like on the race card.
Play it now.
I was a kid.
It's fun.
It's not.
It was
I
really
have
fun,
this.
bruh.
It's
So
not.
many
I had
It's like
characters.
Subway Surfer now.
I had the new one. It's
Nah,
quite fun.
It's the same
nah,
thing.
really? No,
It's
You know how
not the
difficult
same.
it is though, bruh.
yes,
No,
that's
it's
what.
not.
But
Are you
I
crazy?
promise you, play
This
the new one that
guy.
they released in PS4, the remake or reboot. It's actually quite tough.
Absolutely not. It's
Like,
there.
you
I had
try
to-
jump in
I
a box,
bought
bruh.
it for
Try
her
jump
to
in a
play.
box.
It's pathetic.
So now
Like,
for
you
her
did
to
that.
play.
She asked me. I get so upset because I spent money on the games and it's
That
long
stage,
there.
the cross and
Oh,
bridge with
I
the
banned her. I
missing
said no more.
Spending
No
money on the
more
games,
looking at
bro.
something and say you want this
it's for
game.
free on PS
Because I
Plus.
bought the Toy Story now the other day. That's fucking lumming there. I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, what's your
I think
favorite
you
game?
will,
Yeah.
bruh.
Fuck.
Nah,
I
to be honest,
deleted
Just
it.
give it a chance, man.
I can see I must help her. And it's shit. It's a shit game.
Mario Brothers again. To be
I don't
honest
want
with
to.
you.
Nah.
I love that game.
Nah, to be honest with you, no, I have to think about it, but for now, it's definitely Red Dead. Yo,
Ah,
that
it's a
game
good-
is...
It is,
I'm
but it's
looking
emotional
good,
journey,
bro.
bro.
Check here, Arthur Morgan is a great character. Eh?
Yeah, it's...
Yo,
Depends how
And
you
the
play
and
with
the,
it.
and the, the
All the
supporting
other,
characters.
all the characters.
The
are like,
antagonist is also
Dutch
good.
is a puss, man.
Michael's
the
Paul.
biggest-
Yo,
Yo,
one
Michael.
of the
Ah, he catch on the
greatest
yellow
villains
card.
in
Oh
gaming
yeah, you're still
history.
going through it, huh?
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
just-
not, guys.
Oh,
Come on,
shit.
please, guys. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the Witcher thing because everyone else talking about the
I want to
Witcher.
talk about a show actually that I am forcing myself to watch.
What? Tell us.
Wu-Tang, just because of who they are, man. But the man that plays, I don't know, you watch it, no?
Rizzo.
I
The
watched
man
the
that
second
plays
season,
RZA, I
watched the
don't
first
like his
season.
voice, bruh.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
weird.
man. Why?
That's like an exaggeration of the way
Yeah,
it
bruh, but
speaks.
he actually speaks like that.
There does talk in a
No,
weird
the,
way.
the actor.
Does he?
So they found
not-
somebody
He
who
can't
actually
change.
speaks like
That's
that.
what's irritating me. He can't change his accent. I've heard him in interviews and I heard him play another role.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Shaolin,
So he's
Wu-Tang.
never, he's never gonna act in.
He talks like he's rapping the whole time.
Yeah, it's putting me off. Bruh.
I don't know,
can't
like the
continue.
show is cool and all, but I don't think it's like phenomenal in my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't.
I
catch
think
him.
it like it sticks.
It's just the moments where they make a certain song.
Yeah,
and
because
I'm
of
like,
the like Wu Tang and how iconic they are and the great moments like they share throughout their careers. I think that's what makes it cool to think about like, oh yo, now they're gonna play this song.
yeah,
they're gonna make that
that's
album.
how they made this
That's
song.
how they made
basically.
Wu Tang forever.
Yeah.
And it's where Triumph comes, or how successful they were in this and the stories that came to make those projects. So it's cool, but as a series,
Yeah, it's not. But I see 50's making. I don't know if you saw that meme. He's making the Avengers for drug dealers, bruh.
Oh,
Didn't
the
you see-
fear of shit.
He got
You know,
the
he's-
yellow shows,
He's
bruh.
gonna be in the new Expendables.
Now tell us.
I've told
He
you.
is.
Yeah,
The
he
trailer
is. Yeah,
came
that's
out
what I'm
the other
saying. Come on.
The
He's
trailer came
adding
out, yeah.
people. Didn't you hear who's
I think-
adding?
Ooh, I didn't know.
Like just black actors. Amazing.
I love it.
To what? To the.
To the Expendables, yeah.
I
He's
love
in
it.
trouble for that sort of.
Why?
Wait, he's not in charge of Expendables. That's Slice the
He's, bruh, that man's got deals now, bruh. That man calls shots.
Yeah,
Yo,
like 50
dominating
has worked
Stallone.
himself.
Who's
He is, bruh, because...
Dominique Stallone. What?
yeah,
Dominating Stallone.
Oh,
Listen,
you said
what?
Dominique because he's son.
that's it,
who's that?
Dominic.
Nah, he only has daughters.
And they're all,
Who?
yo,
They all
beautiful.
phenomenal.
He's it.
Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
Sylvester Stallone.
How do you know this?
Because we saw on Google.
We have
Just asking, I want to know, did you actually...
I think he told me one, he told me, but I
That's-
Googled
that
Slice
sound like a
Stallone
Wayne
and
thing
I
to know.
Googled it and I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, but Buke sick to know.
What's his name? Yo, what's his name
He,
now?
didn't, he wasn't irritated by it, but then he was like, yo.
But yeah, you know, that happens.
You know, it's funny though, because we introduce his man as New Slave every episode, but none of us say his name sometimes.
It's difficult to say new slave to him, and I feel like I'm.
It's difficult to call the black
Should we
man
come up with a
slave.
new
Oh.
nickname, a
You,
new
you know
persona
what
for you on,
you know
on
what
the show?
you said in
Blood on the
other
leaves.
show.
What did you say?
What? Blood on the leaves.
Kanye song.
No, a new slave is fine.
Is it?
Yes.
I
it's
still
fine.
feel very uncomfortable saying it.
I chose it deliberately, so it's
So we
fine.
can
No,
feel like
Kanye
comfortable
chose it,
calling
not
you.
you.
But I chose it as my tag name.
Hey, the nice thing, man.
Yeah,
So-
I chose it
man.
deliberately.
Yeah.
It's
But
perfectly
look at
fine.
movies. Back to movies. Movies are cack now. These days, like
That's
yo,
why I'm
I've
playing
been saying
games
that.
now, and I
I've
feel
been
so
saying
out
that.
of
movies are so cack.
You
like,
guys,
I'm
you
not-
guys say
I've
I'm
been telling you
old for
this. I
saying that.
predicted this on podcasts
So-
before.
but
that
I've
this
been
is what's
saying
gonna
that.
happen. That's why I hated Marvel.
Yo,
That's
but,
why the directors and hated the era of Marvel and the Avengers.
It's so
Because that's what it was
shit,
gonna
bruh.
fucking do to it.
So like I'm
You're
watching
like a factory of movies.
Yes, you do. It's a money making machine. So now it's just produce. Stop watching fast.
Nah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch
watching
it.
it.
We
I'm gonna watch
definitely
it.
gonna watch
I'm
it.
gonna watch it tonight. I'm
definitely
gonna
gonna
watch
watch
it.
Okay, that's why, and they want to fucking complain.
Because it's cack.
Okay.
It's what? Like it's so cack that it's entertaining. You know what I
So
mean?
then don't complain then. They're
Nah,
making cut
other
movies for you.
Make liquor
So-
movies. But I'm not paying to watch fast.
Oh, we watching it?
There's a point.
You are paying. You pay 100 rand a month. 60 rand a
Yeah, but
month.
that doesn't go to the movie studio.
Something must
But
go to
they-
them, bro.
they get it if
They
they
get a
putting it on
portion
the
for
I don't
having a
care,
day.
bro. It's 100 rand. What can you do? with that?
Oppenheimer, though. Don't lose
I'm gonna
out.
watch Oppenheimer.
In IMAX. Everyone, the whole podcast.
Christopher
Free
Nolan
advertising
is
now.
a winner, bro.
Christopher
Nolan's a
Nolan
winner, like,
is-
he's someone I can trust.
He doesn't compromise. That's the thing.
So
The man
enterprise.
makes. What is the real bomb? We said, no?
The real nuclear bomb, and he
Yeah.
didn't, apparently he didn't tell anyone.
Like for
Yeah, I
It's
didn't want to
funny,
do CGI.
like for Interstellar, he
Not the weapon
actually
of mass
planted
destruction awful.
that crop field.
Small one.
He planted
But
like
still.
pussy crop fields, bro, and he left it for the city that it was in. The
Nah,
one where he's
Nolan-
running through and he's
Yeah,
driving
yeah.
through it in
If you look
Interstellar.
at, if you look at his
Nah, but
catalog,
that's a
the-
director.
That's what I'm saying. That man
Like,
doesn't
like-
compromise.
That's
bruh.
why that's the thing that it's not anymore like the actors, it's the directors that sell movies now.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
anymore actors.
Yeah.
They always say
Yeah.
this director's gonna direct this.
Yeah,
but they never
that's-
say
yeah, yeah.
this
Because-
is gonna be the actors.
Yeah,
gonna
because you
be
know what
actually
you're getting from
interesting,
him.
yeah.
Yo.
That's actually an interesting shift of how.
Because
these-
who,
these-
can I
these-
ask you something?
these-
Who
these
directs fast? Nobody knows.
Justin Lin.
You know. Did you know?
Nah,
Because the actors sell it there because that's the shit.
That's
Fuck
how it used to be
It's not gonna be
though.
directed.
It used to be like that.
Actors
Actors used to
well
sell.
directed, bruh. It's just the rock break turning his neck and
Yeah, Justin Lin directs it. He directed
But
Aquaman,
you
he
like
directed
Michael Bay and
Insidious
that,
and all that
so,
shit.
yeah.
He's a good
Which
director.
Michael Bay, I agree.
He's Michael Bay. You
No,
can,
sorry, I
James
think
Wan is
can only do one
Action,
thing.
action.
Yeah.
James Wan directs some Fast and the Furious, bro.
I confused the two.
Yes, James Wan directs
Google.
Fast and the
Are
Googling
they,
this
are they
shit.
both
So it
Asian?
proves my
Yeah.
point. Nobody knows who that is.
Well, fuck me then, G. Sorry.
Who the fuck is James Lynn?
James Wan, isn't it?
James Wan.
It's
You
an-
said
Wan.
something else.
Just know
Justin
it's an
Lin.
Asian director.
Who's Justin Lin?
I don't know.
That's what.
That's
Fuck.
racism.
That's not
Oh,
racism.
no.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Is he Asian?
Yes.
Of descent, Asian descent.
Exactly.
I was hoping he's not, man, so I could nail
Nah,
these
no
things.
ways.
Who's Justin Lin?
I don't know, bro.
I've read these names before somewhere. I'm pretty sure he's a director as well.
Yeah,
Director is
I don't know.
Louis Leterrier
What?
for the latest Fast.
Look,
Oh,
I
yeah,
told
what I'm
you.
saying,
I
he
told
did-
you.
he do other ones as
What
well.
did I say? Nobody
nobody
knows who
knows.
directed that shit because you're just there because it's this
Just-
bunch of actors.
But no one
movies
wants to
used to
take
be
credit
like
for
that.
that, Kakus.
Justin
Not
Lin was
really,
Fast.
but-
Yeah,
used to be
see,
like
Justin
that.
Lin, I'm pretty
It
sure.
always used to
Here we
be.
go.
It used to be like half and
Echo?
half.
Yeah.
It was still that iconic movies where you know it was the director and shit.
Furious.
Like
Okay,
Martin
yeah.
Scorsese.
Seven?
You know
Yeah,
he made
yeah.
Goodfellas, bruh. But it was Martin Scorsese.
And then it's just all about the cost that they
James
used to
Wan.
give.
Yes, bruh.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
other
yeah.
movies, it was the actors that sell it.
Fair enough.
Did you say Ridley Scott now? Sorry.
No, you
thought
heard,
Ridley.
you wanted to say it.
I'm gonna say Ridley Scott, yeah.
They're making a new Gladiator.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And a
So now
Blade, no?
when you hear Ridley Scott's name as well, you know what you're gonna get.
Good movie. Good movie.
You know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a great war movie. You're gonna
Sometimes,
get some
because
connection.
Covenant. Good movie.
Oh,
Not the which one?
Alien. Talking about Alien.
Not the witch
No
one.
man.
What?
The latest one.
What
Ridley
is-
Scott.
What?
The
Bruh, you need
not
to get
Alien
back into
Covenant,
you to
not
something.
Alien Covenant.
Nah, I thought he was talking about Alien Covenant.
Nah.
You
Also
didn't
about
even-
just the Covenant of Jake Gyllenhaal.
that's Guy Ritchie though. Not
I was gonna speak about
It's
Guy
Guy
Ritchie.
Ritchie.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
Guy
sorry.
Ritchie, that's one
First
that you
of all,
can't just always trust.
My
For
bad,
me,
my bad, my
for
bad.
me, I don't always enjoy a Guy Ritchie film.
I think he's
Tim Burton.
the King Arthur movie was trash.
That's on.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
like-
it wasn't liquor.
Yeah,
Wasn't
I didn't
liquor.
see it.
But
When last did you
Snatch?
watch a movie? Besides Batman.
In the cinema. you
Besides Batman.
Nah, I just didn't like
Just put the movie on in life,
Oh, yeah,
right?
because we were there
know.
watching movie.
Nah, I don't.
Enemy of the State is the last time you watched the movie.
Last year.
I'm
Last year,
Enemy of the
March.
State.
It's my any of this.
And that's what he
I
decided.
haven't
the
seen a
government.
movie that's later than that Batman now. I haven't.
You say you haven't watched
A year
anything.
ago, bruh. What the fuck?
So what do you
So
do?
what do
Just tweet.
Oh, I watch old movies.
Which,
that
which,
counts.
which old movie
That
did you
counts.
watch?
Obviously, I watch
Enemy of
old
the
movies.
State.
Come on.
What movie?
From your childhood,
I have to
the
think.
80s.
Wait,
Okay, when was the
I've
last
watched
time
a
you
lot.
watched
I
a
must
film?
always must think.
When last did you?
Also, DSTV is trash and my PVR
No, we-
broke.
No,
Oh, nah, I understand that.
So now it's like
I don't-
difficult to watch movies. My
fucking
PVR
understand.
broke.
Look here, letters
I used to have
from
movies recorded.
letters
man,
from Iwo Jima. Did you ever watch it?
but it broke.
This man's taking
I feel like we've had this conversation before, but tell us.
Directed by Eastwood. It's like World War II, but from the Japanese perspective.
Yeah, but
Very
look,
just, bro.
since you're on there, I was watching your status, man. It's actually just the Japanese music, man. The old Japanese music, the soundtracks and cut that they choose. It actually fits, but for most of the cut.
Japanese
the
culture
movies.
is so
No,
dope, bro.
but genuinely, the musicians in Japan are very, very talented. I had to go
Long to
very
get
long
out.
to say that.
No,
There was a lot going on
genuinely.
there. Like, if you go on YouTube, right, and you search like Japanese jazz or whatever, Bruh, those guys are absolutely.
I've never thought
I've
of
also
it.
never-
I'll
I've never
try
thought
it
of
out.
that.
I'll try it out.
Bruh, those guys, like the guy, the pianist or the guitarist, whatever, they're incredible, bruh. The drummers, all of them, super
Because they
talented
always
guys.
like try to exceed the limits, you know.
Bro,
Yeah,
but
that's
their
culture
culture's
thing,
great,
bro.
bro.
But
I'm
it's
so
fantastic.
impressed.
It is, yeah. That's
music.
my favorite cuisine as well, Asian. Because
Look,
they have
so,
everything,
like, even
bruh,
these days,
seafood,
their
meat.
clothing
They
is so
have a
comfortable
just
and
way of
efficient.
doing most of it. Like, have you had deep fried chicken?
No,
You won't, you
but I
won't.
want it.
But it's not so cheap here for us. I don't know why. Because I don't know. Maybe one day
Nothing's
with
cheap
bricks.
What do you
South
think?
African
What theory? Give a theory for why you've not touched.
Because they come here and milk us, basically. So, like, if you look at like Chinese restaurants and shit here, you see how cuck it looks actually. Because it's a shit thing. In China, it's just a normal thing to have the yellow Chinese stores. They're like a fisheries, right? Here it looks like that, but the price is fucking in its puss.
In its neck.
Come buy chow mein and kak. It's like fucking 100
that's
rand, over 100
crazy.
rand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
But it looks like a fucking fisheries. You know, the fucking little fucking decorations and kak. Sometimes look a bit dirty.
plastic
But
chairs,
you
yeah,
pay-
nah.
yeah, but you
Sometimes
pay
they
the-
deceive
That's
you,
also
man.
their
But if
market,
it don't look
man.
dirty, then I don't want to eat there, bro.
Nah,
It's
no,
decorations
I
are
eat,
great,
but
though.
that's their market.
The
man, as
decorations
well.
are
Like
great.
no one else obviously makes that here.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is to them, it's like them
But-
just opening a fisheries.
But now
But
it's
the
actually
price.
more common than you think.
It's most
lot of
common.
people,
It
bruh.
is
The-
common,
the
but
most
it
places-
also
where I
has
stay,
it
there's
also
at
still
least
has a
10
niche
Chinese
market.
takeouts
That's
where I
why.
stay.
That's why they can
It doesn't
they can
actually.
price
A
this
lot
stuff
of
that
people eat
highly.
Chinese food.
A lot of people.
No
yeah.
man, I'm saying that initially they had a niche market because no
They
one
don't
else in
now.
South Africa makes Chinese food except for Chinese people.
No,
So-
that's.
Yes.
Chinese restaurants.
You can learn that cuisine.
Yeah.
bro,
Of
and
course
make
you
it.
can, but the point is the market still exists for that exclusivity.
Not in, it's like it's everywhere now. It's flooded.
No, we know that Chinese food and stuff or Asian food is
Exactly.
all over the country, but the point is that the
It's
market
all over
is
the
still
world,
there.
bro.
Yes, but here in South Africa, no one else makes it.
They do. You get fucking normal restaurants that offer that. That's not
Yeah,
Chinese.
like that offers sushi. Yes,
No,
My,
but,
my
they
head
offer
is just
chow
doing
mein.
this, bro.
but a Chinese restaurant that's specifically for Chinese food and not like a
Bruh,
restaurant
how
that
can you
offers
say that then?
sushi.
Then it's like saying anything.
Do you know
No,
sushi?
it's
Indian
not.
food specifically.
Gents, do you know
Indian.
sushi is
No.
actually Japanese, not Chinese.
Yeah, uncultured.
You need to
Yeah,
come,
yeah.
right?
My bad. My
Yeah.
apologies
Apologize.
to the Japanese.
Yes, bro. They the shit, bro. That's all Japanese shit, not Chinese.
Okay, so you have some hate coming here, guys.
Tsushima came
What
out,
do you have
yeah,
against
with
Chinese
Matsuma,
people?
some of that.
Huh?
What do you have against Chinese people?
Who said that?
You,
Just
you
because I'm-
portraying this, eh?
Nah, bro. You're
Dark
getting
side
it
of
confused.
you.
It's almost
Are
like
you- are you
it's like-
brainwashed by the
Nah, you're
US?
getting it confused, like calling the. Getting confused between Chinese
No,
and
that
Japanese.
was
bro. There's a
wrong,
complete
obviously.
difference, man. And they will even tell you,
It
bruh.
is different cultures and stuff.
Yeah.
Different types of food, different artworks and stuff.
I
But
remember
he's just like,
at-
that's Chinese.
Nah, it is even in school. I remember they used to beef.
Ooh, what's
Like the
going
Zulus
on?
and the Xhosas.
What?
Yeah.
What? Even
It
in
is
school,
like
they
that.
used to
They
beef.
do beef.
In your school,
Yeah.
the Chinese and the Japanese beefed in your
The
school.
South Koreans and the Chinese, yeah.
That's
Yo,
cap. Prove it.
How am I
Really?
supposed to prove that in
Go
in
on,
high
listen,
school?
tell us
That's
the
the story.
In high
Tell us
school,
the story.
they never used to like it when they used to be referred to by
As the
other-
same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously they had
Yeah.
beef with each other. That's what you made it
Oh
seem.
no,
Nah,
man,
but
you,
no
you
one
made
would
it like
You
they
on the
fought at break
battleground.
time. No man.
Like battles over here, bro.
why is that?
But I got to do a dance sequence.
Oh, it's not sumo there in the middle.
No ways, nah. But they
Sumo's
they
great.
felt
I
really
knew they were
strongly
gonna go
about
there.
that.
Sumo's great. Bruh, I have a newfound.
I was like, this
Sorry.
one's gonna go to sumo wrestling, then they're gonna go to the physique.
Tell us,
of-
tell us,
of
tell us.
sumo.
I have a newfound respect for
Yes.
sumo, man. Like,
Yeah.
Because like on the outside looking in, you just think these are just fat Owens.
That's
And this
you.
is all you can do. Like you just fat. That's the only
They
sport.
just have to eat.
But bro, the discipline, the lower body
Starving.
strength,
The training.
the tradition,
Incredible.
bruh.
What
Wow.
is, do you know what's
Incredible.
behind the tradition of it?
Well, not a bit.
Just
really.
out of
I just
curiosity.
watched the series. I'm not an
Okay.
expert, but I fucking love
Tell
it.
us some stuff.
Nah,
Like,
what
what
the fuck?
would you like to know?
Like, why the fuck do they do it? What's the symbolism behind it?
What's this?
It's an old sport. It's almost like Greco-Roman wrestling. Goes back to the Olympics in Greece, obviously.
But why must it be big though? I'm just asking.
I don't,
Because
we don't
they
have
let
because
bodies
there's no
push each other.
there's no weight limit. You can be anything.
But,
But I mean,
obviously
come
being,
on.
being
You
big
But
say-
is
mostly,
like-
mostly my big.
But you're gonna come there screwed down.
But I also
you
video
know.
I showed you.
Yeah,
of
that's
that-
what I mean.
I've seen like where there are people that are not fat,
But they like
they-
not that
it's-
big.
They say it's more technique.
It's not exaggerated.
Check your
It's
the.
like
You have to
actually
push someone
train,
out
bro.
the circle.
There were
right?
two people
It's
that
not
I
just
showed
pushing,
him.
it's a
There were
lot
two
of-
people. The 58th Yokozuna, that man that weighed 120 kilos. He was the lightest ever. That man was just fucking.
Fucking tank, bro. And he was like
Buff, bro.
5'11" as well.
away.
Wasn't that
And
that
then
tall.
there's a guy that's
Let's
my
say
height.
5'11", like it's not tall to some people.
I'm 5'11".
There's a guy that was
Okay,
my
you
height.
wanted to say.
That
You wanted
weighs
to
like
say
90
that,
kilos,
I'm very cool
95
about myself.
kilos.
I'm not.
And he was also like more in the big Owens, my bro. going against men at 200 and up.
Yeah, and he was
And absolutely
solid.
slaughtering them.
Like there's a lot more to it than just like a bunch of fat guys, like you said, going at it. But there's the technique around it, obviously. There's the strength, there's the discipline, there's the tactical aspect of it, like knowing when to
fucking,
move, and it
nutrition
happens
behind
so
it, bro.
quick.
How is
what?
Nah,
where
there's
does
no
discipline
ways,
come
bro.
in?
You can't just free.
Where does the discipline
They
come
wouldn't
in?
be able to be
Bulking
competitive,
or
yeah.
fighting?
I think
Or like the
the
competition.
Training.
the way of life behind it, like in terms of being dedicated to actually training, to the physical, the conditioning, and then working in the technique behind it, and understanding like how, like sumo is treated almost like a royalty.
Yeah, I know
Like,
that.
it's not just like a
yeah.
thing. Like if you reach that level of Yokozuna, bruh,
Like a
you
samurai.
are revered. Yeah, like a samurai.
In the 2,000 years of sumo.
By sumo fans only.
Nah, in
but
Japan,
all
like
Japan.
you a celebrity.
Japanese
Japan,
culture.
China, Hawaii,
Can we please have
South
some
Korea,
respect and decorum?
Yeah.
Hmm?
What do you say now?
I'm saying, can we please respect the Japanese culture? He's like,
Oh.
by fans watching.
I thought it was just I didn't know it's
cultural
everyone.
thing. It's a cultural
Nah,
sport.
Yeah.
But
No, it's cool. It's
and
super,
also how
super
much
cool.
you can earn like millions of dollars
Yeah.
as a Yokozuna, man.
That's obviously right at the top. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not, it's
come
not
on.
sell
Yeah.
dreams.
Yeah.
Nah, but not all of them. But even the Ozekis can earn a lot, man. Bro.
Sure,
But not
the
on the
Dratte
Yokozuna
Like there's
level.
there's different ranks. Obviously, you
Oh,
get
yes.
Sponsored.
Sure,
different
the
cash for
Dratte,
different
yeah.
ranks. It's like with in boxing as well.
Obviously.
It's like
The
in
best
boxing.
out. Nah, Lexus.
Canelo Alvarez at the top will make over what?
Left.
Yeah.
I felt like I was talking too long.
Canelo Alvarez will make over 50 mil. Other boxers won't make anything.
No.
Yeah, no,
come
for
on.
sure.
At least the top 20 of boxing
Yeah,
now earns.
get
lovely.
really paid well.
Boxing's coming back though, since we're jumping. Boxing the weight, is it the lightweight? Yeah, the lightweights. There's a lot of good boxers now. A lot of long champions, good fighters. Errol Spence, I don't even know Crawford, Errol Spence, Garcia,
I know Crawford, yeah.
Tank. It's a good group. Lomachenko, it's a chess group now.
Do you guys think Floyd Mayweather's left a legacy?
Too much jump the
Oh,
whole
that,
box.
Floyd Mayweather, you can he didn't watch
No,
him in
I
years.
mean
We'll get
his
to that
fighting
now.
style, man.
But do
I
you
mean,
think
his
it's
fighting style.
hold on? Do you think it's because none of these guys now are unbeatable? That's why
No,
when they fight each
No,
other,
no.
it's like good competition.
Most of them are unbeaten. That's why it's so good. They are the cream of the crop. So usually you get like one person
Yeah.
who goes unbeaten and beats everyone in the division.
Yeah.
These people clear the divisions, but not themselves. Now they're all fighting each other. So it's like unbeaten versus unbeaten.
Yeah.
It's like a good group of like 6 or 7 that are just
And
good.
they could potentially beat each other.
So
That's why it's like a good level of
That's why
competition.
you see the heavyweights and shit, nothing's moving there, nothing's happening. And now we're making fights because this is the draw now, bro. And it's just because I feel like that lightweight with boxing, it's good competition, bro.
And there's a
Good
little weight.
techniques. Yes, bro.
There's a lot of people that are like that weight and that
Yeah,
height of the
and I mean they just hop up and down. It's just like lightweight and it goes to middleweight, but they stay there, welterweight, no? Welterweight.
How the fuck did Garcia come out with that cock song?
Wow, it's a gospel song, guys.
What?
Boxer came out a gospel song.
Garcia came out with that.
Wait, who?
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan
He
Garcia,
came out with
okay.
that gospel song. It's like the most Instagram gospel song.
So Ryan Garcia came out with a
he's-
gospel
he
song.
came
Spirit
out with a
something,
gospel
huh?
song.
Manny Pacquiao used to sing gospel music as well, though.
He never came out to a fight in a gospel
He came
song.
out to
Oh.
a gospel song
He
and
was
he
in
got
the
Oh, he
man.
walked
He
out to a
walked
gospel
out.
song.
The ring song was a
Evander
gospel song.
Holyfield did that in the first.
Holyfield.
Yeah.
Evander
Holyfield,
Holyfield.
sorry, Holyfield, Evander Holyfield. Better. He
Better,
came out.
better.
He came. The first fight against Tyson, he came out to a gospel song because he was born again after like 94,
I don't know
96.
why
Yeah.
Bukes,
Nah, it was just
hey.
funny. Yo. Nah, he was
But-
playing the mode with this song.
Did Mayweather leave a legacy? What do you think?
No, in terms of his fighting style, I'm
No,
asking because I
can I-
don't watch
can I say
boxing.
why?
So I'm
Because,
asking because he was the greatest
That's
boxer.
why he gets a lot of
Defensive
disrespect,
as
man.
well.
Because it's not like he made the style. The Philly slide or the Philly thing is what they call it. It came from a lot
shoulder,
of
isn't
people. Yeah.
Something shoulder.
So it's a fighting style that was there. That's why he also gets slack for being unbeaten for 50. There's people that went longer. People went to 89, bro. People went to 60.
Oh, so why is it made like that?
Because
I
he
question those records, though, bruh.
No, you don't have
question.
to because it's there. This is not decades ago. This
Yeah.
is like our time.
Yeah,
bro.
but they
It's the
taking fights now, like random pub fights. Like when you
No,
have
bro.
Paul III.
Mayweather's doing this is official fights. Bro. This is like Sugar
Like what's
Ray
it? One
them official
Mexican,
fights.
now, a famous legendary fighter. in
Yeah,
the
like him.
90s.
He fought anyone.
That
anywhere.
man, like over 90 fights, bro.
Yeah, but that was boxing, bro. You know how much money they didn't make. They had to
But
fight.
then-
Oh,
they
that
take into
Floyd
account all
Mayweather
the
got like
semi-pro
180 million
yeah,
for one
also,
fight.
yeah. You see, that time they had to keep. That was a fucking job.
I'm not
hustling,
talking about
hustling.
I'm talking about the
Bro.
record. I'm saying these guys, but they're
Nah.
adding fights onto their record. That was probably like
Nah, it's
semi-pro.
not like that, man. This is official records from the IBF and the WBC and all of that. This is their ranking records.
Back then, they never had those where you fight, you have to wait a certain number before you fight again, man.
Yeah.
You can fight as often
Yeah.
as you
Was
want
their
to,
jobs.
really.
Yeah, it's like
No
what
concussion.
Floyd
There was
is
one
doing that
that-
now
that-
with exhibitions. He has a lot of exhibitions in China.
Who?
And
Who?
Floyd.
But
He
did you
fights
see
all
that time
time
of Mike
against
Tyson?
weak Chinese people.
Like
and
in one
Japanese
year, he
people.
fought like five,
Yeah.
6 people.
Streamers and that.
Mike Tyson, he fought like 5, 6 people.
Because
in
you
one
knocked him
year.
out in the first round.
He's a
Right.
Every
mouth.
fight.
Yeah, he fights
Tyson
for
was a
1 minute.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got near.
He did
A
get
lot.
knocked. He did.
Holyfield.
Is it?
Well,
He
if
did,
yes,
yeah.
bro, he
Holyfield,
couldn't
whatever.
get
He
the
lost, I
better
think,
of Lennox Lewis.
six or seven fights in his
Yeah,
He
career.
lost
Lennox
both
was
fights
better.
to Evander and he
Yeah.
lost to
Lennox.
Lennox as well, yeah.
He lost
And
to
he
the
lost
guy
to
that first
other-
knocked him out. What's his name?
What the-
Buster Douglas, isn't it?
That's the Douglas.
Buster Douglas. Yeah. Buster Douglas.
Not
yeah.
supposed to know the name though.
No, it was an iconic fight.
Oh.
At the time, Tyson was top of the world, bro. And you got this random who just knocks him out.
You went to jail.
He did go to
Who
jail,
is
bro.
jail?
You know that Tyson had gone to Rio when he fought that fight, eh?
I don't know him. So,
I'm
Oh,
telling
but-
you.
Apparently, there's a story
Face is
that
building a case here.
that Brad
No,
Pitt
he
was-
said it himself.
Cheeky, apparently Brad Pitt was slaning Tyson's wife at the time, Robin Gibbons. What do you think would have happened if
they would have destroyed him?
your
I
brother
believe-
would have absolutely destroyed Pitt, bro?
Yo.
They would put him in a
yeah, but yo, we're lacking in sports now. No, when football ends, it's like yo.
Yo,
Nah,
bro, football.
Rugby
Rugby
Nah,
championships
but I
coming
think
soon.
there's-
Rugby World Cup, boys
Yeah,
and
there's a
girls.
tournament, there's
Springboks,
tournaments
let's
coming
go.
up. I think
Which one? It's a World Cup for the females, I think, coming up.
I know that there's a netball World Cup coming up in August.
Actually, quite
Where you going?
entertaining.
It's here at the CTICC.
Are you going?
If I can get a ticket, I'll go.
Why can't you? I mean,
Exactly. Why can't you?
But if I can get a ticket, then look at
Because they're expensive. They're expensive.
I
I'm so
don't think I'll go to
expensive.
that.
I presume they'd be expensive. A World Cup ticket.
Like
don't
what?
Don't talk
Football,
shit.
though.
It's gonna be like
300.
fucking 100 rand.
What?
Yeah,
Man,
they must. You can't be ignorant, bruh. You must understand the level of the sport.
can't be
and the
100
pool.
rand. It would be at least
Like
around
150,
600
bruh.
rand.
Why would
No,
it be that,
bro. Why?
No
A
way.
rugby ticket's not
Rugby
even
tickets
600
are-
rand.
And that wasn't the World Cup, remember?
But I'm
Still, bruh.
Exactly, so
you
the
must know
levels.
the level, bruh. You know how cheap the females World Cup, the FIFA females World Cup tickets are. Go look, bruh. You
Yeah,
go to
you
South
are
Africa,
FIFA
look.
tickets
No,
or
in
even
general,
more
the
400
FIFA
rand.
World Cup tickets for the females.
Netball,
bruh.
600 rand. No ways.
Yes.
Just the World Cup. Boost.
Yes, Brad.
Huh?
It could go to that price.
I
I'll
doubt
check.
it.
I'll
Yeah.
check
Highly
the price
doubt
and
it.
then I'll come
That's
back.
a Springbok ticket.
But
yeah.
I wish you,
Something
I
like
wish you
that.
the best of luck tonight. I hope City doesn't
Next
win.
pod will give the update.
Yeah, I hope they don't win. I do see them not winning. Penalty
It has
shootout.
to be said
Inter-
though, the City team is fucking
Yeah, they're gonna go.
Any- anything
if they
can
win,
happen in a
if they
final.
win, I'll say they're gonna go down as one of the
No, my
greatest
nails
teams
are
of all
long.
time.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's Pep having two of the greatest teams of all
Slopsy.
time. But it's been great, guys. Good catching up with you.
Yo.
I'm gonna miss
Aw.
Time flies and having fun.
But
man.
I need to
Guys.
I thought we could go a bit
you.
longer.
What the fuck was that? I thought we were getting- I'm gonna have to go eat, guys. Peace out.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Bye.
cheers, cheers.